Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the 2023 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Mario Sazzo, Dean of Students. I'll be serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. In the interest of providing a better view for all our guests, the audience is asked to remain seated during the academic procession, which will begin shortly. Parents and friends may take pictures from their seats. However, we ask those who choose to stand to take pictures, please do so from the rear of the cathedral. The ushers have been instructed not to allow photographers to walk up and down the aisles. Professional photographers will be taking a picture of each graduate receiving his or her diploma. At this time, we ask you to please turn off all electronic devices, such as cell phones. Leading the commencement procession will be this year's representative of the senior class, Anya Connolly, and Student Body President, Zoe Perez.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome to our 2023 commencement ceremony. Honoring a 171-year tradition of educating in the heart of the city, the administration, governance board, board of regents, faculty and staff of Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory, and the graduates of the class of 2023 extend to you, the parents, relatives, and friends of the graduates, a most sincere and cordial welcome to the 36th commencement exercises of Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory. This morning's ceremony will begin with the singing of America the Beautiful. And then Sister Frances Meyer and Brother Kenneth will lead us in the opening prayer. Please stand and remain standing for the prayer.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Gracious and awesome God, we are gathered in your presence to honor this special group of young women and men who have been a part of our family of faith and service at Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep. As they go forth to begin a new phase of life, we ask you, Lord, to be with them. Help them to write the stories of their lives with words and actions that give you glory and that create strong bonds of love and service. Help them to decide what kind of difference they want to make in their lives and in the lives of others. In moments of challenge and decision, attune their hearts to the whisperings of your love and wisdom, so that they know they are never alone.
May they look to the past with gratitude, live the present with passion, and embrace the future with hope. May they live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, and leave the rest to God. For all that has been, we thank you, God. For all that will be, we and they are ready. St. Vincent de Paul,
Pray for us.
St. Louise de Marillac,
Pray for us.
St. Elizabeth Ann Seton,
Pray for us.
St. John Baptist de La Salle,
Pray for us.
and live Jesus in our hearts.
Forever.
Our reading this morning will be delivered by graduating senior Gavin Bermudez.
A reading from the letter of Paul to the Colossians. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace. And be thankful. Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom, through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. Give us your peace, oh God. Give us your peace, your peace. Give us your peace, oh God. Give us your peace. Your peace, give us your peace, oh God, give us your peace, your peace, give us your peace, oh God, give us your peace, your peace.
Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a senior who will present the salutatorian address, Akila Tanksley.
"4 years, 48 months, 1,460 days. The amount of moments we've laughed, cried, and smiled in these halls, and it's all coming to an end. Good morning, SHC faculty, staff, students, esteemed members of the Board of Regents, and my fellow class of 2023. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Akila Tanksley, and I am so honored to be standing before you today as the class of 2023 salutatorian. To my fellow classmates, caps off to us. We are now proudly Fighting Irish alumni, our hearts forever standing bold and our loyalty always to SHC. We did it. We're finally graduating. What seemed like 4 exhausting but rewarding and exciting years has all finally come to an end. Today, I leave behind 4 boys who became my protectors, the older brothers I never had, 2 girls who I shared endless carpools with, blasting High School Musical with our heads out the window, a stranger who turned into bestie and then into family in a short amount of time, and 2 of my best friends that I've known since the age of 5. I won't see them in the halls anymore, or at lunch trying to start a food fight with Skittles, but only cherished as memories that I'll hold on to forever. Today, I leave behind the place that has watched me hurt, but also watched me grow into the person that I am now and witness my transition into adulthood firsthand. Now, I won't lie to you. High school was no easy puzzle, and it has been anything but ordinary. Undeniably, we overcame hardship and struggle, achieved triumph and success, all amidst a global pandemic. And how it all went by in one swift blink, I could not tell you. But there is one thing I am sure of. When push comes to shove, we supported each other through each and every trial. We made endless memories during classes, dress rehearsals leading up to the spring musical, Friday night lights at Kezar, long nights on the dance floor at prom and homecoming, loving and learning from high school romances, all while working tirelessly, not knowing if our school year would be stripped of us again. Even then, we adapted and embraced a global pandemic that took away much of our freshman year, our entire sophomore year, and we returned our junior year wearing masks, not being able to recognize our own friends. As I recall the many memories and lessons I've learned in my time here, I vividly remember my junior year African American literature class. We were tasked to synthesize an essay using all of the sources we had just read in class. I'd like to think that I was a pretty strong writer at the time, so naturally, I was excited to complete this assignment. I went home later that day to write a 3-page paper on the theme of fights. A very intricate and hard-hitting paper on the various forms of fight from times of slavery that illustrated that nothing worth doing ever came easy and that history was never made by complacent people. I thought my essay was great. But when I opened PowerSchool to check my grade, I was disappointed to learn that I hadn't received a perfect score. You see, I had been docked points for my basic title. It was a part of our grade to come up with a captivating and original title that summed up what our essay was covering in the next week. Thankfully, though, our teacher gave us time to make revisions to our essay in the next week. You'd think the most difficult part of this assignment was to write the essay itself. But I sat in class that day for the full 75 minutes trying to come up with a creative title that would earn me the A. I went back and forth, editing and deleting until I finally came up with one. My new title was a single word, but undoubtedly more interesting than English essay in bold letters. I turned it in and finally received the full grade. Now I know you're all thinking, why is this girl still talking about schoolwork and essays during our graduation? I get it. But I truly believe that some of the most important lessons we'll learn in our lifetimes come from seemingly meaningless moments. While I am grateful that I eventually earned the A for that essay, the lesson was never about the schoolwork. The real lesson I realized was how important the small things were. The little things right in front of us, the in-between, the seemingly unimportant moments when we think no one is noticing us. These are the moments that define who we truly are and will become. Our life isn't always going to be filled with big celebrations and events like a commencement ceremony, an 18th birthday, a signing day, or a state champ football game. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not saying that these moments aren't important. Instead, I want each and every one of you to know that there are moments throughout our lifetime that seem small at first, but are in reality often the very essence of what makes life fulfilling and worth living. Like the moments our class laughed and cried when the freshmen sadly, and definitely unfairly, beat us in their first rally game. The moments we watched the silly little promposals in the cafeteria. And even the times I almost got hit by a baseball or a football lineman getting content for Bruce Mahoney hype videos. As I reflect on the class of 2023, I think about the entrepreneurs, lawyers, doctors, artists, pro athletes that we will soon become. The peak of our mountains. Personally, I cannot wait to see that day. Who wouldn't? But everyone always wants to be at the top of the mountain, when in reality, all the happiness, growth, and inspiration occurs not at the top, but while you're climbing it. In other words, it's the small experiences, whether they are good or bad, that get us through the journey. The best portion of our lives will be the small, nameless moments that we spend smiling with our friends and family. I know I'll always remember the laughs I shared with my fellow student council members deciding who would be brave enough to kick off the proposal season, or the outpouring of love and texts the morning I got rejected from my dream school. At the time, this seemed like the worst day of my life. Those who know me well know that I had worked my entire life for that moment. Getting that rejection letter in the mail, I felt as if I wasn't enough. I didn't measure up. I felt like I had disappointed every person in my life. In my head, my life was over. My childhood dream, my goals, they didn't matter anymore. My mother fled her home country of Vietnam to give me a better life, and I felt like I let her down. But as I stand here before you today, I know that I am my parents' wildest dreams, because as I look back on that time of my life now, I realize it was one of those small but important moments that got me to where I am today. Look at me now, graduating high school, soon to be a pre-law student at the University of Arizona, a future immigration attorney, and hopefully the first female president of the United States. A first-generation American, a big sister, a daughter, a friend. If it wasn't for those minuscule moments, I would not be this person. This is my story, and I am incredibly grateful for the many short chapters that has finally completed the book. So what's your story? I hope that when you reread your book to your future children or guests on your wedding day, you'll remember the seemingly unimportant times you shared with the people here at Sacred Heart Cathedral. And as we begin this new journey in our lives, remember that life isn't a matter of milestones, but a matter of moments. Collect them, cherish them, honor them, and mostly share them. Your tales are meant to be told. And even though we are preparing to go our separate ways, I look forward to the day we are at the peak of our mountains, back here at this very school for our class reunion, sharing the stories that got us there. After all, every good story always has a sequel. So to the class of 2023, zip up that green gown and put on that cap that resembles your crown. And remember, the little things, the little moments, they aren't little. Thank you.
Give us your peace, oh God. Give us your peace, your peace. Give us your peace, oh God. Give us your peace, your peace. Give us your peace, oh God. Give us your peace. Your peace, give us your peace, oh God, give us your peace, your peace.
It is now my honor to introduce the senior who will offer the valedictorian address for the graduating class of 2023, Luke Wakowitz.
I flash back to a sunny May day in 8th grade. It was a few weeks after I had received my acceptance to Sacred Heart Cathedral and committed. My parents got me a present, a brand new, comfy, green SHC hoodie. Everyone knows what hoodie I'm talking about, right? The one with the shamrock across the front. That hoodie became a part of me for the remainder of 8th grade. I was hardly seen without it. I wore it literally everywhere. Little did I know, but I probably wore SHE dress code more as an 8th grader than during my senior year. But you know, that's between me and Mrs. Sorry to look back and laugh on. This hoodie was a symbol of pride for me, being able to rep that shamrock across my chest and enthusiastically say that I was going to spend my next 4 years at 1055 Ellis Street. Those next 4 years were filled with close friendships, inseparable bonds, and unforgettable memories. In freshman year, the most common theme was adjusting. I remember first learning about our complicated block schedule. Underclassmen now, you guys have no idea how easy you have it. Back in our freshman year, our days were split up into either green or blue days. But then, for no reason at all, a white day would be thrown into the schedule. And unbeknownst to anyone who did not check their Schoology calendar, classes would start at 8 a.m. This could throw your whole week off, and as a freshman who rode Muni every day, this would mean waking up at an ungodly hour to get to school on time. After the first few months, we had it down pat, and even the little things, like knowing what campus you're on and knowing what to reply during prayer, became easy. I made friends through sports, attending school events like the freshman social and orientation, and even 8 a.m. PE class. I remember this one time in PE, when we were on the Frisbee unit. We'd been playing Frisbee all week, and my friend was tired of it. The next time he got the Frisbee, he faked a pass to me and instead launched it so far over the practice field fence and into the busy street. We thought we were so slick and sneaky, but it ultimately ended with a trip down to Mr. Sazo's office. Small moments like those were what I really cherished in freshman year. During sophomore year, we ditched our school hoodies and replaced them with pajamas. Our classes moved to Zooms and Google Meets, and we tried to find ways to keep ourselves busy. As we all tried to navigate through this unknown time of the pandemic, my top priority became connection. I stayed connected to my friends through countless FaceTimes, staying up late to play video games, and my memorable biking phase. One particular day, I had planned to meet up with some friends at the Conservatory of Flowers. I arrived early, eager to start our ride, and waited for my friends to arrive. But as the minutes ticked by, my excitement turned to frustration. I had been waiting for over an hour and a half when my friends finally arrived. "Hey guys, what took so long?" I said. "Bro, I forgot how to ride my bike." I was so confused. Wasn't there a saying that when it's like riding a bike, you never forget? Our thought-out plan to bike the Golden Gate Bridge now seemed ambitious, and instead we focused on getting my friend reacclimated to his bike. Despite the unexpectedness of the day, it still turned out to be a bonding experience and a treasured memory from the pandemic. Also during sophomore year were those coveted Founders Fridays, and in the spring, the return to school. Those who came back to school were sorted into different cohorts. We used QR codes to sign in every day and ate lunch outside. Sports started up again, and even though seasons were shortened and travel was restricted, it felt like a physical sign of connection and our community slowly coming back together. A lot happened during our junior year. I can still distinctly recall the day the mask mandate was lifted. Getting to see everyone's smiling faces in the hallways was the highlight of my year. While in sophomore year, I was seeking out connection. In junior year, I found unity. One example is the football state championship. In the days leading up to the game, the energy on campus was nothing short of electric, with students and teachers alike buzzing with anticipation. On the big day, the Kezar stands were packed with cheering fans, and the roar of the crowd was deafening. As the game unfolded, it became clear that SHC would come out on top, and when that final whistle blew, I knew we had accomplished something special. Looking back, I'm struck by how this experience brought us all together, by uniting us in a common purpose. Furthermore, our class has always shown a willingness to stand up for what is right and to advocate for those who are marginalized or oppressed. I remember the sit-in we all participated in that year. This protest was a moment of solidarity and a powerful expression of our collective desire for change. The experience left me feeling moved and inspired and deeply rooted to the school community and my peers. It was heartening to see so many students come together to support a cause that we all believed in, and the sense of unity and purpose was palpable. It was a reminder that we are all united and that our actions can make a difference. Finally, we arrive at our senior year, a year characterized by our undying school spirit. Through classes, pep rallies, sports events, plays, and concerts, we have truly embodied what it means to bleed green. Through my time at SHC, I've tried to immerse myself into everything I can. Over the past 4 years, I've played 3 varsity sports, co-founded the Music Listening Club, and volunteered through programs like LVY and CSF. These activities have led me to meet new people and make new friends, but nothing comes close to what I experienced while on my Kairos retreat. Kairos allowed me to step back and use the time to reflect on my life and bond with my peers. I was able to connect to people I'd never even talked to before, and that's the beauty of it, allowing myself to make connections in unexpected ways. What really stood out to me was the pure sense of love and authenticity I felt while on the retreat. There are a lot of things I'll miss from Sacred Heart Cathedral. I'll miss saying good morning to the campus safety team as I walk in every day. I'll miss the weekend recaps that my lunch table shares every Monday. I'll miss seeing the hallways decked in posters for the Bruce Mahoney Week and those rivalry games with the school that won't be named. I'll even miss moving my car between blocks, no matter how stressful it was trying to find a parking spot on a street cleaning day. I'll miss saying a quick hi to my friends as we pass by each other on the crosswalk, and I'll miss asking, anyone on DePaul? Just to find out that no, nobody's on DePaul. Most of all, I will miss the love and community I've found at SHC. Our class has made it through a lot over the past 4 years. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and it has been an honor to be a part of this amazing graduating class. As we all go our separate ways, we will always cherish the friendships and memories made at this school, and will carry a part of the class of 2023 with us. Now, our wardrobes are no longer filled with SHC merch, but instead, our future college's hoodies. The cycle is restarted, and here we are again, about to enter a whole scary but exciting world with our new and comfy hoodies. Sometimes in life, you will forget how to ride a bike. Instead of giving up, hop back on that bike and try again. I've seen everything this class can accomplish firsthand. If we put our minds to a task and use the tools we've learned while at SHC, I know we can accomplish anything. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Assistant Principal for Student Life, Christine Buell, and Dean of Students, Nicole Nastari, who will present the graduating seniors for the awarding of diplomas.
By virtue of the power invested in Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory by the Archdiocese of San Francisco, the Western Catholic Educational Association, and the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, President Dr. Melinda Scrady and Principal Dr. Gary Cannon will now, in the name of the administration and faculty, award diplomas to these graduates. Assistant Principal for Academics, Joan O'Neill, will assist in handing out the diplomas. We ask that you please hold your applause until all the graduates have received their diplomas. Please be aware that we make this request so that we can honor every graduate on their accomplishment. We want to make sure that every member of the class of 2023, every family member, and every friend who are a part of this proud moment hears each graduate's name. Applause for one graduate might inadvertently detract from the next person's name being heard, and it is for this reason that we ask you to remain quiet during the recitation of names. However, we understand how eager everyone is to express their enthusiasm for these graduates' accomplishments. Therefore, I invite you to join me in congratulating this class as a whole before we honor each of them individually. Let's give them a rousing round of applause. Thank you. We will now announce each graduate's name as they receive their diplomas. Please save your enthusiasm until the last graduate has been called and the class is honored again as a whole. Isabella Abbott. Sabrina Abu Zaid. Isaiah Al-Qaidi. Kirs Julia Alvarez. Mateo Alves. Lydia Andreatis. Maria Andruja. Atessa Ano Shiravani. Tai Arikawa. Ashley Aurelio. Alexandra Bailey. Catherine Baldwin. V. Bond. John Bankovich. Dominic Bassich. Samuel Baumgardner. Ariana Bedos. Jonah Benon. Gavin Bermudez. Catherine Bigger. Benjamin Billings. Leilani Grace Blecka. Gabriel Borromeo. Alyssa Boucher. Baxter Bork. Ryan Bauer. Donovan Brash. Peter Brennan. Ryder Brooks. Mason Brown. Spencer Browning. Matthew Burgos. Emma Butler. Salvador Cabellos. Dario Cacha. Justin Calla. Michael Kalanico. Owen Camaros. Mateo Campos. Gabriela Canedo. Ryan Cannon. Luca Carissimo. Marissa Bell Carranza. Juliana Casco. Oscar Castaneda. Maria Castaneda Chan. Levi Cervantes. Tiffany Chen. Andrew Chang. Nadia Chernoff. Kaylee Chop. Reese Chu. Giselle Ann Chua. Angel Schwang. Rowan Clinch. John Colangelo. Fiona Colopy. Abby Connolly. Rayhan Cooper. Claire Corvera. Danielle Cote. Brian Coyle. Colin Crouch. Owen Daly. Jacob Romy David. Zane Davidson. Dallas De Assis. Angelica De Castro. Nicole De Guzman. Gabriel Delgado. Enrico Diaz. Priscilla Diaz. Riley Dickman. Eric Diggerness. Patrick Deneen. Christian Dinsey. Jonathan Dippery. Brant Dobson. Sylvia Dew. Aaron Duffin. Aiden Dugan. Jackson Edwards. Camille Agan. Juliana Arokin. Cynthia Espinoza. Leah Fasil. Nicholas Feliciano. Malia Fieros. Dermot Fitzpatrick. Luis Flores. Chloe Fong. Lou Forster. Mia Franceschi. Julius France. Carl Freudenberg. Maxwell Fukutome. Ethan Fung. Roisin Gaffney. Osvaldo Garcia Enriquez. Ronan G.
Samantha G. Gianna Giraldi. Zachary Gilbert. Daniel Gerchuk. Kalia Gotland. Scarlett Go. Leah Gomez. Ashley Gonzalez. Melina Gonzalez. Evan Gorman. Joseph Grants. Brandon Guardado Matus. Sophia Gupta.
Saif Haddad. Austin Halliday. Nicholas Hamill. Kylie Hansen. Daniel Harad. Zaya Rose Harrell. Ella Hartigensis Lloyd. Ronan Hassett. Jane Hawk. Miguel Hernandez. Oscar Hernandez. Isabella Herman. Veronica Hyman. William Holland. Haley Hom. Alistair Howarth. Mason Huang. Dana Hubley. Samantha Hudson. Kayan Ichinose. Alia Ignatius. Alyssa Indart. Dejana Johnson. Caitlin Jew. Sophia Jersick. Bianca Kebe. Aoife Keenan. Isaiah Kishk. Megan Kelly. Ethan Coe Santos. Geneva Kissane. Evelyn Koreganowitz. Ryan Kovic. Gabriel Kuttner. Anya Connolly. Ethan Kwan. Nina Kwan. Brianna Kine. Mia LaChapelle. Maxwell Land. Bianca Langua. Kate Lau. Jonah Lee. Justin Lee. Kenneth Lee. Madison Lee. Skylar Lynn. Connor Loggins. Tiffany Liu. Marina Liu. Palima Lukens. Gabriela Lupino. Sarah Ma. Nicole Maborung. Natalie Mack. Rory McGee. Celine McGuire. Theo May. Anson Mack. Michael Manfreda. Giovanni Mayorga. Grace McAteer. Lucrezia McClellan. Anna McFarlane. Kay McHugh. Charlie McMahon. Aiden McVeigh.
Itzel Medina Luna. Gabriel Malara. Salamawit Mengistab. Gregory Mile. Logan Milestone. R.L. Miller. Emily Mirpuri. Emmett Miura. Jerry Mixon. Kamran Mojabi. August Montesano. Beckett Montgomery. Jonah Moore. Aoife Morales. Franco Moran. John Morgan. Eleanor Mullen. John Murphy.
Miles Nakamura. Kate Napolitana. Sophia Nastari Case. Elizabeth Nelson. Alexandra Nepomuceno. Kimberly Nunn. Hui An Win. Cosimo Narafian. Kayla Noyes. Alana O'Callahan. Kira O'Callahan. Maria O'Connor. Eva O'Donnell. Lauren O'Donnell. Kian O'Donoghue. Catherine O'Flynn. Vincent O'Flynn. Laura O'Sullivan. Natalie Ogden. Zachary Orenstein. Justin Francis Pacho. Sergio Padilla Jr. Kiana Paredes. Adrian Pence. Tyler Perlas. Annika Pham. Nolan Pisacane. Joanna Piscitelli. Aubrey Pulane. Lizea Porche Gray. Enzo Prestigiacomo. Ashley Kwan. Kira Rao. Braylon Rosso.
Tamia Rayford. Riley Rizzo. Dominic Rojo Kagadoc. Jessica Romero Mendoza. Joseph Roque. Adeline Ryan. Jabari Ryan. Alessandro Sanchez. Daniel Sanchez. Kendrick Sanders. Juliana Santana. Madeline Santos. Aaliyah Saud. Liel Savage Huerta. Robert Schaefer. Malia Scobie. Milena Sedek. Evan Shen. Matthew Simpson. Isabella Sophies. Jordan Solafafatu. Francesco Spignoli. Victor Stefanowski. Hayden Sterling. Jackson Stitza. Isla Stover. Luke Sullivan.
Taven Sullivan. Olivia Sung. Vince Christoph Sunga. Brooke Suverkruby. Charlie Taish. Emily Tamayo. Peter Tang. Akila Tanksley. Amaya Tapia. Ethan Michael Taylor. Kai Tenko. Federico Tavarotto. Emily Thorson. Zoe Titus. Sean Tom. Heisey Torres. Victor Toda. Wendy Trejo Perez. Alexandra C. Lori Say. Vinepa Tuaua. Sophia Turnbull.
Sarah Tuvo. Johnny Valentine. Ryden Van Zant. Alexandra Vargas Buell. Alyssa Ved. Jevalee Marianne Varango. Nathan Vines. Koi Vo. Luke Wakowitz. Keelan Walsh. Nathan Waskey. Reese Wellbeloved. Haley Wells. Gabriel Christian Wico. Seamus Willie. Franklin Wilson. Matthew Wilson. Thomas Wilson. Alexander Wong. Mary Wong. Ethan Wu. Jordan Wu. Dante Yasukawa. James Zacek. Julia Zakchek. Olivia Zhao. Micah Zogarik. Jasper Zwolinski. Zoe Perez. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the class of 2023. Thank you. At a student body assembly last Monday morning, our entire student body gathered to recognize the class of 2023 for the many academic awards, scholarships, and service acknowledgments that they gathered over the past 4 years in our classrooms. This morning, the faculty and administration of Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory take great pride in presenting 7 distinguished awards. Dr. Cannon and Dr. Scrady will present the awards. And for these awards, your applause for each recipient is welcomed and merited. The Lewis A. Meyer General Scholastic Excellence Award, the highest and most distinguished academic award that Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory bestows upon a graduating senior, is presented to the students who maintain the highest cumulative grade point average for their high school career. These students consistently achieved A's in their preparatory, their honors, or their advanced placement courses. The award is named in honor of a graduate, himself a recipient of the award, who selflessly served the school for 5 decades as a teacher and assistant principal for academics. This is a very smart class. There are 21 recipients. Atessa Unusharavani. Katie Baldwin. Kat Bigger. Alyssa Boucher. Ryan Cannon. Levi Cervantes. Reese Chu. Abby Connolly. Claire Corvera. Riley Dickman. Brant Dobson. Daniel Gerchik. Ella Hardogensis Lloyd. William Holland. Natalie Mack. Sophia Nastari Case. Laura O'Sullivan. Hayden Sterling. Kai Tanko. Alex Wong. Olivia Zhao. The Caritas Award is presented annually to the male graduate who has manifested true Christian caritas, Christian love, by giving generously of his time and his self to others. We are pleased to present this award to Alex Wong. The Labouré Award is presented annually to the female graduate who most exemplifies the charity and service of St. Catherine Labouré, Daughter of Charity, generously giving of her time and her abilities to others. We are pleased to present this award to Nicole Maborung. The Brother Conrad Award for School Spirit is named in honor of a faculty member who devoted over 50 years of service to this school. It is presented annually to the graduating senior who has exemplified Brother Conrad's spirit, devotion, and interest in the school. We are pleased to present this award to Jay Murphy. The Matthew Englander Award is presented to the student who has shown exemplary perseverance to the vocation of a student and is given in the memory of a member of the class of 1964 to a student who has faced and succeeded in the face of physical challenge. We are pleased to present this award to Ethan Michael Taylor. The Leadership Award is a special award designated by the SHC Alumni Association in recognition of a student making untiring contribution to student affairs. We are pleased to present this award to Anya Connolly. The Robert West Loyalty and Service Award is sponsored by the family of Robert D. West of the class of 1939, a longtime dedicated worker for the Sacred Heart Alumni Association. It is presented annually to the graduate who, by vote of the entire graduating class, has best exemplified the spirit of loyalty and service to this high school. We are pleased to present this award to Roisin Gaffney.
At this time, I invite Representative of the Senior Class Council, Anya Connolly, and Student Body President Zoe Perez to escort their parents up to Dr. Cannon and Dr. Scrady. This morning, as the graduates received their diploma cases, they also received a special diploma and certificate of appreciation to be presented to their families. I'd like to read part of the certificate at this time. The Daughters of Charity, the Christian Brothers, and the lay staff salute you, parents and guardians, who have fostered Christian, intellectual, and moral growth in the essential partnership you've established with us through the high school years. Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory awards this special diploma of appreciation to you, and we welcome your continued involvement in the community life of Sacred Heart Cathedral. Representing all the parents and guardians this morning, we are pleased to present these certificates to Anya's parents and Zoe's parents.
Testing. There we go. Class of 2023, a few closing remarks, and then we are going to sing one last time, and then we will process out and down. I was very struck Thursday night at the baccalaureate mass with Father Tom talked about you as a class and you as individuals being like gold tested in fire and having come through, your 4-year journey here. And I think it was not inconsequential that both Akila and Luke talked about the small moments in life, the friendships, the family, because I think that experience helped us all reset and remember our priorities and what was most important. And certainly while I hope you go out and have great success in a worldly sense, more importantly, is that success we have with our friends, with our families, with our loved ones. We talk about enter to learn and leave to serve. Someone once said that you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. Please always remember that you have been given this great gift of education. and that it's not for you alone, that our expectation is that you will be service-oriented leaders, committed to making the world a better place, whether it's in your home, in your community, and you're back here teaching at Sacred Heart Cathedral. Come on back. But wherever you are and wherever you go, we want you to make sure that you know that there is always a seat at the Sacred Heart Cathedral family table for you. We want you to come back and tell us your successes so we can celebrate with you. Come back and tell us your struggles so we can support you and be with you. We're proud of you. We love you. We'll miss you. And while this is an end of a chapter, it's called Commencement because it's a beginning. And so right now I'm going to ask for the first time at your first alumni function, please stand and sing the alma mater with me. Let's do it.